Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 2020's Winter Concert. In the celebration of Black History Month, I would like to introduce two quotes by MLK that, in my opinion, represents the hardship, sacrifice, and brotherhood that the people in our history had to go through, showing the true meaning behind the month. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the thing that matters. We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. Martin Luther King, Jr. Black History Month is not only a celebration of important African Americans in our history. It serves as a reminder that we are all more similar than we think, along with showing the importance of fighting for what you believe in against all odds. Let us use this month as not only a way of remembering the past, but to create a better future. I hope you all are able to act on these values that Black History Month represents in your own life. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The theme of tonight's music concert is resistance and persistence. To resist is to oppose injustice in any form, and to persist is to get up when you fall down. Each musical piece you will hear tonight will connect to the theme of fighting against all odds to succeed in what you believe in. The first piece you will hear is from the critically acclaimed television phenomenon, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is an HBO fantasy drama series based on George R.R. Martin's books. The plot of the show sees how a family separated from one another fight against dangerous, deadly, and cunning foes to survive in the hopes that they might be reunited. Every character in the show has their own struggle they are battling. Many of them are time and time again pushed down by society and other people who have power, but they never back down. They always rise and fight. This show defined an era of pop culture. Not only do the show's characters constantly resist various evils, the show's directors, cast, and writers constantly persisted to set a never-before-seen standard for modern television. Over the show's 8 seasons, it received 160 Emmy nominations and won the likes of Outstanding Drama Series and Outstanding Musical Composition for a series. The string orchestra will now play for you the Game of Thrones main theme by Ramin Djawadi. Please enjoy the concert.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. To me, resistance and persistence, what a great theme. There's a sense of revolution. That's the common thread in all the music we're playing. We don't have to look too far in our day and time to find revolution. You could turn on network news at any time of the day and see revolution taking place around us, around the world, in our own lives, constantly. And the consistent thread in that is people looking for equality. I think the composers of all the pieces of music we will play this evening really demonstrate in their own way what that means to them, and how they are resisting or persisting or a combination of both. We'll move on now, and I'll introduce Kevin Wang to introduce our next piece. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Wang, a member in the class of 2022. For many of you sitting in these seats today, you have probably watched one of the Star Wars films as a child. My cousin introduced me to the franchise in the summer of 2013, and I absolutely loved it. And after finishing the 6th episode, Return of the Jedi, I asked him, was it George Lucas who will make us a sequel for Star Wars? He emphatically said no, that the sequel is just a rumor. But I replied, I find your lack of faith disturbing. However, it turns out that my cousin was right. George Lucas did not make a sequel for Star Wars, Jeff Abrams did. But perhaps what is just as interesting, if not even more interesting than the movies themselves, are the music behind it. John Williams, who composed scores in every Star Wars film except for Rogue One Solo, has been using music to convey emotions to us, the audiences. Pictures and words alone cannot craft a heartbreaking or glorious scene, but they can with the help of music. The following piece, March of the Resistance, is a rather later work of John Williams, who composed it for 7th episode, The Force Awakens. Its bold melody and rhythm perfectly represent the resistant forces. It is the theme of justice, the theme of the light side of the Force. And as always, may the Force be with you.
The piece we will be singing today is called Ain't No Grave Can Hold My Body Down. This piece was arranged by Paul Caldwell and Sean Ivory. Ain't No Grave is a spiritual and was originally written in a slower gospel style. A spiritual is a religious style of music that is derived from African American tradition. Make sure to listen to all of the key changes in this song.
I'm Caleb, and I'm a freshman here at Peddie. Now, for this next song, let's use our imagination and travel to the all-ancient Egypt. Egypt is famous for its ancient but majestic culture and landmarks, ranging from their line of different age pharaohs and the everlasting pyramids. If anything, their civilization was I call persistence. Persistent in keeping their city alive today, all of their beautiful artifacts, arts, hieroglyphics, and especially their music. Surely their legacy will continue to be loved for many years and years of different generations of study. Their type of music is what I describe to be as mysterious, with these different woodwinds and strings, lively with the percussion, and epic as the chamber orchestra itself is. And with that, please enjoy Egyptian Legacy by Soon He Newbold.
Hi, I'm Aiden Ali, class of 2023. The song we'll be singing today is Seize the Day from the hit Broadway musical Newsies. The show is about the newsboys' strike of 1899 against major newspaper companies. After a 2-week strike, a significant loss in newspaper sales forced an agreement from the company heads. The Newsies won. The song Seize the Day is the middle of the strike when the Newsies come together to fight as one. Thank you and enjoy.
Gates and seas Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? I can't hear you. That's more like it. So for those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Anitra Krishnan. I'm a sophomore. And the piece that we're going to be playing next is the Second Symphony by Jean Sibelius. This symphony is the most popular and the most frequently recorded of his symphonies. The idea of form are more mature, and the violent Slavic gloom is replaced by a more classical touch and by a light of the Mediterranean. Its grandiose finale was connected by some people who connected it with the struggle for Finland's independence. Because of this, the symphony was popularly addressed as the Symphony of Independence. Creative name. This piece was started in the winter in 1901 in Rapallo, Italy, shortly after the successful premiere of the popular Finlandia, and finished in 1902 in Finland. We actually worked really hard on this piece, so please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Bridget Doherty. I'm a freshman here at Peddie. In December of 2017, the story inspired by P.T. Barnum's American Museum played on film screens around the world. The Greatest Showman quickly became a hit due to its unforgettable music, fascinating plotline, and show-stopping numbers. The film showed diverse characters who not only had fierce emotions, but were not afraid to be who they are. Today, we will be playing an arrangement by Sean O'Laughlin of John Debney and Joseph Trapney's popular songs, The Greatest Show, A Million Dreams, Come Alive, Rewrite the Stars, and This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. This piece will be conducted by senior and art signature candidate Mia Huang.
Hi everyone, I'm Eileen Yang. I'm a senior. Today we'll be singing Soon I Will Be Done, and it will be sung by the Peddie Singers. Soon I Will Be Done is a spiritual initially popularized by Mahalia Jackson, who was a civil rights activist who's often referred to as the Queen of Gospel. This particular arrangement was arranged by William L. Dawson. We hope you enjoy.
Troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. I want to meet my mother. I want to meet my mother. I want to meet my mother. Going to live with God. I want to meet my mother. I want to meet my mother. I want to meet my mother. Going to live with God. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world. The troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. No more wailing, no more wailing. No more weeping and wailing. I'm going to live with God. No more wailing. No more wailing. No more weeping and wailing. Weeping and wailing. Done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I'm going to live with God. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I want to meet my Jesus. I'm going to live with God. I'm going to live with God. I'm going to live with God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just would like to acknowledge and thank a good friend of mine, Mr. Greg Federico, who runs the percussion ensemble here at Peddie. We had one of our percussion students who plays a prominent role in just about every piece of music that we play. He developed and sustained a concussion either late last night or early this morning or something. So at the last minute, Mr. Federico has been like jumping in and grabbing some parts and shifting around. So, Mr. Federico, thank you very much for that. Ayush?
What's good, y'all? My name is Ayush Chopra, and I'm a sophomore here at Peddie. The next piece you will be hearing is called El Toro. El Toro is a beautiful piece composed by Ray Flores, which means the bull in Spanish. The bull represents strength and prosperity. The piece conveys strength in its fast and upbeat rhythms that could, in fact, be the background music to a revolution. This one's for you, Nathan. Without further ado, El Toro.
you all know, well, those of you who have been here for a while, you know that occasionally we have some truly exceptional musicians here at Peddie, many. You agree, Michael? We are so fortunate that at this very time, we have a group of extraordinary musicians who just happen to all play the right instruments so we can form a string quartet. 3 of them are seniors, and 1 is a sophomore, and we think so highly of them. They've been kind of going under the radar, playing different events at school, but we in the music program know how phenomenal they are, and we decided this year to get them some really high-level coaching and enroll them in a competition, Lincoln Center Chamber Music competition. It's available to students in the tri-state area, high school students. And so far they've had 1 round and they did phenomenal and they got accepted. And now they were accepted to play the regional competition concert, which will be at Drew University in mid-March. And we'll see how they do. I mean, they're phenomenal, but all the competition is phenomenal, so we'll see. But if they pass through that level, then they go on to the final round, which would be a performance at Alice Tully Hall at Lincoln Center. And we're hoping for the best for them, but I asked them to play their piece tonight, which is also very fitting for our theme. And here they are, Peddie String Quartet.
Hi everyone, my name is Kathleen Zhang and I'm a sophomore at Peddie. Consisting of 5 movements, the Shostakovich String Quartet No. 8 was written to reflect the composer's crisis joining the Communist Party post-World War II and is also dedicated to the victims of war and fascism. Today, we will be playing the 2nd movement for you. Filled with dissonance, this movement invokes feelings of melancholy and fury while portraying the persistent civilians and soldiers had to go through during the war. According to Shostakovich's close friend, Lev Lebedynsky, Shostakovich also viewed this work as his epitaph, for he intended to commit suicide around this time. Written in just 3 days, this piece revolves around Shostakovich's signature motif, D, E flat, C, and B, which is the musical translation of his initials, DSCH. From the violent beginning featuring a violin solo to the sudden non-existent ending, we hope you enjoy the vivid imagery expressed through this piece. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dante. I'm a sophomore. Tonight, Pulse, the Peddie Jazz Band, will be performing Sing to the Moon by Laura Mvala. In 2013, Laura released Sing to the Moon to wide critical acclaim, and she even performed it at the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize concert. Sing to the Moon relates to the themes of tonight's concert, resistance and persistence, because the song talks about themes such as like perseverance in the face of fear, and it implores listeners to look deep into the most vulnerable parts of their souls for the strength to carry on.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kate, and I'm a sophomore at Peddie. Chorus of the Hebrew Slaves by Giuseppe Verdi depicts the struggles of the Jewish people after being exiled from their homeland by the Babylonians around 586 BCE, and the song later became a symbol of freedom throughout Italy. This song portrays the heartache that comes with being far from home, wherever that may be. Peddie, being a boarding school, has many students who are far from home, illustrating the universal message of Verdi's work. We hope that you are, in some way, able to connect these beautiful Italian lyrics while listening to this song.
Long is
Okay. Such a calm audience. It's really nice and peaceful. It's been a long, grueling kind of winter. I mean, the weather's been okay, but we've been working really hard. I digress. Anyway, I would like to welcome an old friend to Peddie. She hasn't been here for quite a while. I was told she was visiting tonight. I don't know if she's out there in the audience, but I hope so. She's former teacher, former headmaster at Peddie, and a person with a vision. And the reason why we are all up here, because instrumental music did not exist before. I suspect that she had quite a bit to do with it, since she's quite a musician herself. I'm referring to Ann Seltzer. If you're out there, welcome, wherever you may be. Not a day goes by that we, at least I am not grateful for what you've done. I know I am here because of you, and the program has built from nothing to what it is today, and we hope to keep growing, and thanks to you. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Ma. I'm a sophomore. So this piece is called Finlandia. It's a piece written in 1899 by Jean Sibelius. He's popular this year. This piece is written for the independence of Finland from Russia. It begins with the brass section, symbolizing the fighting and wars of people. The brass section then pads their melody to strings. The war-like music turns to like a festival celebration, like people are cheering. I really like the flute part in Finlandia because I play the flute. And this piece ends with like strong celebration music. And fun facts, this year I went to a concert and it performed Finlandia. Believe me, it was terrific and also hard. I personally really like this piece, so enjoy it.
Good evening. I'm Liz Bogomolova, and I'm a freshman here at Peddie. Our next piece will be played for you by Peddie's concert band. Mars was written by Gustav Holst in the early 1900s, and it was arranged by William Owens. So this concert's theme is resistance and persistence, and you will hear a lot of different ranging dynamics in this piece, a lot of warlike beats as our musicians battle with the notes. It will be conducted by Senior Ellen Yan. Thank you and please enjoy.
Hello, what's up? I'm Isaac, senior. Yeah. My mouth's a little sore, so you have to forgive me if I misspeak at all. All right. Written by Jonathan Larson and loosely based off of the opera La Bohème, the musical Rent officially opened in 1996 and would close 12 years later, gaining a Pulitzer Prize for drama, a Tony for Best Musical, and a massive cult following in the process. The musical follows a group of starving artists in New York City's Alphabet City neighborhood. With the backdrop of the AIDS epidemic of the 90s, our protagonists do their best to navigate a chaotic and callous world that takes no issue with kicking them out of their homes and rejecting them outright. Despite all of this, they continue to laugh, to sing, and to live, even though during this time, AIDS was a social and medical death sentence. No matter how hard life gets, they don't stop pursuing their artistic dreams. We hope you enjoy.
Okay. Hello. I am Mia Huang, the second one, not the violin goddess. And tonight we will be singing Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind. The song's thoughtful verses ask us to reflect on the tough questions and social injustices of the world, whether it be ongoing problems of racism, climate change, overall violence, or that one graphing problem on the math homework. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. Sit down, relax, and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Rahet, and I'm a junior. Our next piece is called Draw the Circle Wide by Gordon Light and Mark A. Miller. Gordon Light identifies how people should be together and care for one another. It's easy to make our circle small, but we should grow and build connections with others. So let this be our song as you take in the words we sing. We hope you enjoy this next selection as it's our last piece of the night. Thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoyed this year's winter concert.